go.
The best two Korean Night Elves of all time colliding now on Terenas stand. Moon won so many tournaments in his career. He gathered over, I think, 1 million of prize money over all the time. But the guy with the bigger tournament wins is definitely ReMinD. He won WCG. He won BlizzCon. He won Worldwide Invitational. He won several other Blizzard stuff that Moon was never able to win. So very interesting about this two guys. But still, ReMinD won more of the bigger tournaments, but he was never able to step out of Moon's shadow. That poor guy. And he's never mentioned in the best Warcraft players of all times lists.
Yeah, I think ReMinD was himself was just a really calm guy, so he wasn't much of an esports personality. So this is, I think, the one big reason why he's always forgotten in those lists. But he's one hell of a player, and yeah, you already mentioned it. He won several tournaments and even the big name tournaments there. So he definitely should be mentioned there.
Oops, I forgot the game. Now we are in. Yeah, of course, big history together with Soju as a 2-on-2. They won WC 3L twice that year, with the first time ever WC 3L win for Team SK in the 11th season, I believe. That stunned me when I found that out. But yeah, let's switch to the game. ReMinD as the yellow Night Elf with the Demon Hunter first, of course. Moon with the Demon Hunter first, both going for similar creep routes. And what inventories are better? Gauntlets and gloves against slippers and Ring of Protection. So you could argue that the item drops for ReMinD are better.
Yeah, better of the bad items, if you wish.
Well, the slippers are okay in the early game at least.
That's true. Now Moon is already going for the Goblin Merchant there, trying to focus the Sasquatch level 5 with his Demon Hunter and the 3 archers, and he will drop a really nice item as well as give the Demon Hunter almost level 3. As soon as he finishes up that creep spot, he will be level 3. Do we see ReMinD doing the same there? Yes, he does, but he pulled the creeps around a little bit, so he's a small bit behind there in creeping.
Very interesting what both players are doing in the middle of the map. They both planted 2 Moonwills and their shop right at the mercenary camp creeps. ReMinD now doing the Sasquatch creep as well, finding sentry wards as well. Level 3 for both Demon Hunters here. The tags are in progress. Of course, ReMinD with a slight advantage. I'm very curious about the second heroes. You could go Keeper of the Grove, but I think the standard move is to go for Naga here, and we see a bear battle. That would be the standard.
I'm not sure if that will be a bear battle. I think this could be the time where you see those walking trees going to ham in the middle, and nice focus fire there on the sentry wards. And for now, ReMinD has the upper hand, but Moon still has 1 sentry ward left in the middle, and there goes the Naga. And I'm not sure if Moon can buy his Naga. And oh, nicely done! He focuses ReMinD's Naga, and then after that buys himself his second hero. So that looks really good. So ReMinD has to staff out his second hero, and now Moon is even going for the Demon Hunter.
Yep, and this is looking good for him, but as we mentioned before, there are 2 Moonwills providing health and mana regeneration, of course. The Naga joins the fray again, down on half HP, and potions of healing on the DH, and lots of archers. You're absolutely right, my friend. This could be an Engine of War battle with archers, as we see no tier 2 buildings yet. Nope. But we don't see masses of wisps here, so this might just become an archer battle.
Yeah, that's true. And in the middle, they're going for those heroes, and ReMinD does have a small disadvantage there. He might even have to use his potion. Yes, he does, exactly. And now ReMinD turns it around and going for the Naga. Does Moon have a staff? No, not yet, but there is the Engine of War right next to him, so this is looking really nice. And ReMinD buys no, sorry, builds the first engine of war, but the Naga, he has to be really careful. Is there cooldown? No, there is no cooldown, but on the other hand, and then he TP's out. Really close thing there.
Yeah, he had the potion of healing in stock. Both heroes are low. Moon, of course, with the big upper hand, now winning the first fight in the middle, the big clash in the middle. The Engine of War is about to be finished, and here comes ReMinD back again, healed himself up with the Moon Wheels in the base, with Demon Hunter being staffed out, and the Naga, yeah, mana burn, lots and lots of damage, but there's a potion available. He can use it, he can block with the archers, so his Naga is safe for once. And now ReMinD building another Engine of Wonders since his got killed. And more Engines of War, and Moon counters with more and more Engine of War.
Yeah, that's one of those end wars, how we call them. Now Moon's Demon Hunter is back into the fray. He got himself a potion, he held himself up to full HP, so looking really good there for Moon's heroes. And on the other hand, both Nagas are still level 1, so this is one thing that might be important in the games when when you have that 1 level advantage with the Forked Lightning to dish out more damage. And now Moon is going for that first Engine of War, finishing it off, nicely done, but loses himself that archer. Yeah, at least we have some small trade-off there for ReMinD. Yeah.
I don't think the Forked Lightning is that important, especially on level 2, since the archers have a Loon's Grace, so they have higher magic resistance. And on level 1, Forked Lightning just sucks, so this could come into play at level 3 or 4. And now both players are going for the so important Goblet Taskmaster. The Potion of Greater Healing here for Moon, a very great item, and ReMinD just skips this creep. Not doing it, securing his Engine of War. So Moon is, of course, one step ahead now.
And he might even be able to creep the expansion now and get a secret expansion up, or at least have the ability for that. This is a really nice advantage there, while ReMinD only does this. Well, now he does the big camp, going for the Mud Golems as well, but Moon does have an advantage in timing and speed there.
Yep, but ReMinD has already Nature's Blessing. Moon was just attacking it. But yeah, Potion of Greater Healing for ReMinD as well, so this is neutralizing Moon's big item drop. And he has a Naga level 2, he has a Demon Hunter level almost 4. And here Naga 2 as well, and the Demon Hunter lacks experience big time. But we have a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. For healing, of course, since there's nothing to dispel at the moment. And ReMinD gathering the troops.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, now he goes for the Engine of Wars in the middle of the map of his opponent Moon, but with them being enrooted, he hardly does any damage to them. You see that it was like 15 seconds of damage, and it's only 200 HP missing there. But there goes that first archer, and it is being focused and going down. So the first small victory there for ReMinD.
Yeah, ReMinD is just buying some time because his Demon Hunter went to the shop and bought a Scroll of Healing as well as an invulnerability potion. This could win him the fight, this fight at least. So okay, now they're colliding. ReMinD has two trees actually, both of course with a Nature's Blessing. Moon wants to be a little more defensive here, rooting in these Engines of War to have fortified armor, of course, so the position is a little better. Of course, the two Moon Wells adding up to that.
How much supply do 46 on ReMinD, so really close call there. And you see, that was their first Forked Lightning, but against at least 2 of those. Yes, there goes the second one, and Moon is now even able to war, which has a really nice position, but is being repaired. So now it goes down, but really not so much happening right now in those fights.
That's true. Might take a while till the first unit dies here. Usually you see the creeps the Engines of War uprooted, but both players are so defensive at the moment. Focus fire on the Naga Sea Witch. There is a potion of healing used immediately. The Demon Hunter very, very far up front. Scroll of healing being used immediately. There is another potion for the Demon Hunter. So 300 gold spent on potions of healing at the moment at the side of Moon. What is ReMinD doing? He used his big potion of healing and chasing the Demon Hunter around. Moonwell's all empty now, chasing the Naga. Another healing potion. Oh my god, these are so important at the moment. These shop saving 2 heroes' lives.
Indeed, I'm not really sure who has the upper hand, but a slight, it looks like a slight advantage for ReMinD, doing really nicely with the hero focus there, and still having more supply. And yeah, Moon now has to be really careful, but with his heroes. But he is able to focus the Naga of ReMinD, who is being staffed away.
Yeah, one interesting fact, of course, why Moon wasn't able to win these big tournaments, because he met ReMinD in some finals, semi-finals, whatever, and ReMind's Night Elf mirror was always way better than Moon's. He just crushed him over and over and over again, and now they are colliding again at the middle of Twist. I've never seen a game like this on TS before. I saw it on Turtle Rock and Echo Isles, of course, but not on TS.
That's true. Now Moon's Naga has to be careful. Yeah, it's being focused and going down, but that was very anticlimactic. But yeah, nice focus fire by the Archer, and Demon Hunter of ReMinD finishing it off so nicely done. They even finishing that Engine of War of Moon. So it's looking really nice for ReMinD as of now, and now he might even be able to finish off the Engine of Wonders and cancel the 2 Moon Worlds there. Now the Demon Hunter of Moon has to be careful, even though he is level 4, only 1 potion left in 60 HP. There goes the potion, and where is the Demon Hunter of ReMinD? Oh, he traveled back to his own Moon Worlds.
Yeah, healed up a bit. No Engines of War anymore for Moon. And now maybe the Naga is able to get some damage out here to the Demon Hunter. Surround with the Wisps, and he has to TP, staffing out the Naga. His Demon Hunter looking so strong, and this game looks very, very good for ReMinD. But we said that after the first fight that it's looking good for Moon. After the second fight it's looking good for ReMinD, and there's a reason Moon could come back into this game. There's an expansion in the upper right.
Yeah, we mentioned that a couple of minutes earlier when Moon was going for those creep spots, that his timing was and his speed was better than that of his opponents, and that he could be able to finish up a secret expansion there, and that's exactly what he did. So it's looking really nice. It's not so much gold as of yet that he gathered there, but at least he does have that expansion and some way to get back into the game.
Yep, ReMinD knows this, of course. Scouted it maybe with a Wisp or something. So he just goes straight over there. Look at all these misses on the archers. This level 2 evasion is so strong. Ah, okay. ReMinD, of course, scouted it with the Engine of War here. He's going for the Tree of Life. Moon invested a lot, and this could be the reason why he lost that fight, because almost 400 gold went into this expansion, not in potions and archers and stuff. But for now, he's able to defend it and forcing another fight.
Yeah, and now is the time that the expansion has paid off. It's more than the cost now, and now Moon is slowly getting back into the game, maybe finishing off 1 or 2 archers there of ReMinD, who is focusing the expansion for a small time, but ReMinD turns around and is able to trade some archers off. So still looking good for the yellow player there, and I'm not sure, will he be able to crush that Tree of Life? That's really looking like it. Moon is trying his very best to deny that, but somehow ReMinD is positioning really nicely to finish off that Tree of Life, even going with the Demon Hunter onto that Naga, and now he has to be careful with the mana burn, but now Moon turns around onto the Demon Hunter, who uses a potion of healing there, and it's a back and forth between those Knight of players right now.
Yeah, Moon has to go all in, killing off the Engine of War. This was so important. Now he can focus on the units. Berserker going down, both Demon Hunters in problem again, but there is a potion of invulnerability. Moon is safe for now, but this could be a surround, and it is close. Okay, there's the staff, of course, from the Naga level 3. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest supporting a lot in this fight. Another cold arrow, but the Naga is able to get away. Another chance for ReMinD to kill off that expansion. He ate a tree. No, he didn't. Is there any wisps to repair? No, there's not. So Moon definitely on the edge at the moment. If he loses this expansion, I think the game is about to be done.
What time are you at?
16, 7, 28, 29, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay. Somehow I was ahead a couple of seconds.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
Maybe I just tapped out for once, and ReMinD is going for the kill again. But Mass Repair saves it for now.
Yeah. Now ReMinD focuses the Demon Hunter, who doesn't have any potions anymore, and now going for the Naga. It's a back and forth, and a potion of invulnerability drawn by Naga of ReMinD, and now finishing off the Ogre Mauler. At least he should. Yeah, there goes the last hit by the Demon Hunter, and Moon needs to be quick with his archers to just get away from all the damage output that ReMinD has right now.
Definitely super nice, of course, to have this mercenary camp in his back. Oh, Naga in problems. Is there a staff? No, there's not! She's going down. The witch falls here, and yeah, nothing to trade in for Moon. And this looks very, very grim right now. The Demon Hunter on level 4.5 bought himself another potion of healing. Muddy the Mud Golem is in play as well. And yeah, ReMinD, what a siege this is. He's been there at the expansion for minutes now. Moon is not able to fight him off. But maybe with another Mauler. I don't know the cooldowns of the mercenaries at the moment. But of course he has to invest a lot of gold into rebuying his Naga.
Yeah, and now is the time that the gold mines of those two players are really slowly draining, and with that expansion that Moon has, there's that one huge advantage over when both players lose their first gold mine. So he's trying to defend for his life, because he knows that's the one thing that keeps him in the game. And ReMinD on the other hand knows that that expansion is his only nemesis right now. So he tries to focus it over and over again, finishing off the wisp, repairing it, finishing off the gold mine as good as he can. And yeah, as soon as the Moon's archers come into his vision, he tries to focus those as well. So really, there's always that that trade-off when going for the expansion, that you can't kill the archers or the other way around.
Yeah, super interesting game. As I said before, I've never seen this before. And yeah, Moon is able to trick his opponent further away from the expansion with every small fight. Maybe thanks to Muddy the Mud Golem. Oh, he was so brave, but now he died. He's always so quickly killed, that poor little fella.
Maybe his brother will come back into the game in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I assume so.
Now, ReMinD is building another engine of war close to the expansion now that all the buildings in the middle of the map are gone.
It's an engine of wonders.
Oh yes, didn't I say so? Sorry, the shop.
But he could build another engine of war, maybe. That would be beneficial, I guess. At least to place it next to the expansion, to have constant pressure on it.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, not that on and off relationship that the archers have with the expansion at the moment.
Yeah, nicely said. Now there's another fight, and ReMinD is without both of his heroes, so Moon is able to finish off that first building, and maybe even is able to finish off some archers there. Now for now he's going for the second Moon. Well, at least ReMinD has to cancel that, but now the Demon Hunter has to be careful. No TP, only a potion. He uses that, but still is below 300 hit points. But there comes the Staff of the Naga, so nicely done there by Moon. But he loses his troll Shadow Priest there. Oh, and there again, there's the Goblin Goblin Shredderer saved by the staff right after dealing some damage to the archers with pedaling away on that. And now ReMinD is trying to cancel those 2 Engine of Wars that Moon is building.
This game is going back and forth and back and forth, and now Moon with the next Ogre Mauler. ReMinD tried to bring some normal damage into this game with the Shredder, but failed miserably because it was focused out in a split of a second. And now the same thing happened to the Mauler. These poor fellas. And yeah, once again focus on the Demon Hunter, but nothing going on. Maybe this game has to be decided through Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that's true. ReMinD's Demon Hunter is close to level 5, even closer than Moon's DH is. And there goes the Potion of Invulnerability, now going for the level 4 Demon Hunter, but there's another potion, even another one back into his inventory, back in the queue. And now ReMinD has to be really careful. Is he passing over his stuff? No, he isn't, but there goes the Scroll of Healing. What is ReMinD doing? He isn't really paying attention there, and there goes another volley of arrows. And this is a really close call, buying a potion at that very close nearby Engine of Wonders. And now he's focusing on the Demon Hunter, who is staffed, but all those archers are now cannon fodder to the Naga Cold Arrow and are being focused one by one, so they are being shadow melted, so at least ReMinD can't kill those off. But now it's really looking good.
Yeah, Moon lost a lot in this game. Huge experience advantage for ReMinD now, and there is Muddy's little brother. But is it enough to save this expansion once again? Level 4.5 Naga Sea Witch already, and there's only level 3.5 Naga for Moon at the moment. Still level 4 Demon Hunter as well. So huge lack of experience by the 5th Wraith, and he has to unroot his expansion to be able to fight here with such few archers. And this costs him a lot. Oh, that Fork Lightning was brilliant. Naga staffed out. Demon Hunter can use his potion, but has to retreat.
And he doesn't have a TP, so this is a really close call. Do we have boots? No, we don't have boots, but we have another Cold Arrow there on the Demon Hunter. Well, it missed, right? At least it looked like it. Nicely done with the Fork Lightning, finishing off 2 archers, a third one with the Cold Arrow. So Moon is turning it around time and time again, and now finishing off killing the Ancient of Wonders there. But ReMinD, on the other hand, now has the time to to creep up that gold mine, that close expansion, and already the Tree of Ages walked his way over to that set expansion. And for the first time, ReMinD might have gold income other than his main base.
Ooh, Tome of Experience. So nice. Level 5.5 Demon Hunter. The expansion is almost set up now. Moon has nothing to confront this expansion here.
Yeah, not for the very moment at least. 43 supply for Moon against... Whoa, it's only 30 supply for ReMinD. Oh, because he wasn't able to rebuild any units, so he has to be really, really careful to fend off his opponent against the oncoming attack onto his expansion. And there's... Oh yeah, he walked his... Oh, how nice is that? He walked his Tree of Life over to his opponent and the Tree of Life up to the expansion, because he does have more armor and is harder to kill. So he does have one more force to be reckoned with in the fight. And there goes that huge slow tree walking over to his opponent.
Well, he's not that slow, thanks to Nature's Blessing now. But yeah, Moon has the upper hand right now. This big wooden shield in front of his army, but it's far too far up front here. And now the two trees of life, or former trees of life, are colliding. Very interesting here. And now the situation is completely turned around. Moon is about to kill the expansion of ReMinD. Before we saw 12 minutes of siege to Moon's expansion. This game is crazy as well. But yeah, we have a heavy hitter wooden shield here in front of Moon that ReMinD never had before. So this might be the game changer here.
Yeah, that's true, but we have to mention it again. ReMinD's Demon Hunter is really close to level 6, even has another potion of lesser invulnerability. ReMinD is building another Engine of War for some more supply of potion, etc. But there goes the potion of invulnerability. Nice focus there by Moon, but now the Demon Hunter has to be careful running himself away against the focus of the archers. But now Moon has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 to 10 archers there, while ReMinD only has 2, 4, 6 archers, and it's really looking grim there for ReMinD, even though he had the upper hand for almost the whole game, but it's looking really tough there, and his archers are becoming really low health. There's even a mud golem in the fight, but he's being focused really quickly.
Naga level 5 now for ReMinD, and the Demon Hunter got away on 1 foot, so to say. And yeah, we have level 3 Fork Lightning now, of course. This supports him in killing archers fairly quickly. And he keeps this Scorch Bone Chimes only for his Demon Hunter. This 10 HP per hit that he is given through this item. I don't know if this is worth it, but we'll see. Moon's expansion has to eat a tree here. It's of course very safe. He's gathering gold piece after gold piece. ReMinD has to be careful, but now the fight seems to be erupting at the shop again.
Yeah, and Moon's Demon Hunter was staffed away, so that might be an opportunity for ReMinD to turn the fight around, as there's not much damage and tanking ability there without the missing Demon Hunter. But I'm not sure if ReMinD really realized that the Demon Hunter is way on the other hand, or at least was way on the other hand of the map. Yeah, he wasn't able to finish off any archer there. Yeah, now the first one with the Fork Lightning. You mentioned that a couple of minutes ago. As soon as the Naga becomes 3, 4, 5, the Fork Lightning becomes a really heavy hitter in those fights.
Yeah, almost a one-shot now.
Town is under
These
siege.
archers. And he's not focusing the tree. Okay, now he is. He was going for the Entangled Gold Mine. Okay, Moon is repositioning the Tree of Life. But, yeah, once again, okay, so he has a safe place to fall back to if the fight goes wrong. This is very cool that he is not throwing them into the front line. Here we see it, Fork Lightning so strong. And yeah, he just gathers XP and comes closer and closer to Chuck Norris, the Metamorphosis ultimate the Demon Hunter has. And that might be his only chance to win this game, because the Tree of Life, mass repair now, where's Fork Lightning? Okay, no mana left, but still it's very hard to hold this Tree of Ages, and ReMinD has to do something now. Oh, his Demon Hunter! His Demon Hunter! Scroll of Healing!
Scroll of Healing. Oh, but now Moon's Demon Hunter has to be really careful. There comes the focus fire, and Demon Hunter level 5 is focusing the Demon Hunter level 4, and it's looking really good for ReMinD. But there comes another potion of healing. No, it was a scroll of healing that Moon bought right at the Goblin Merchant, but still Moon has to go. But there, I heard a Naga falling. Yes, that was ReMinD's Naga, and now Moon is really in the upper hand there. He's saving his Demon Hunter, finishing off the ReMinD's Naga at the same time. So really nice micro there. While I was focusing on the Demon Hunter battle, he was focusing down Naga, looking really good now. He might even be able to finish off that Tree of Ages.
Yeah, that multitasking by Moon there, saving his DH, killing the Naga at the same time. This is so amazing. Okay, he bought a potion of mana. He knows. Oh my god, the Demon Hunter is so close of dying, but he's so sure that he will reach level 6, and there it is. Potion of mana being used now. Metamorphosis. Chuck Norris arrives on the battlefield, killing 2 archers. What a welcome to this party. Oh my god, and there is Dust. He thought of everything to fulfill the to seize the full potential of Chuck Norris into this game, killing archer after archer. But this is the only thing he has on this battlefield, right?
Yeah, at least there are some more archers back in his base trying to focus that Tree of Life. Well, they are focusing that Tree of Life, maybe even killing it now, but Moon is still going for that fight, even though there's Chuck Norris going to dish out that amount of damage, and he's now even trying to focus that. I'm not sure if that is the right decision there. Now the Tree of Life is actually falling, and I'm not sure who it's looking better for now.
As long as the Chuck Norris is on the field, it's definitely looking better for ReMinD, but there is a nice amount of cooldown to that thingy. So yeah, this is the timing window Moon has to chase down the Demon Hunter. The Naga comes into play, and there will be Fork Lightning available, so the Demon Hunter of Moon should be more careful, in my opinion. And this Scourge Bone Chimes are so good at the moment. Here comes the Naga. Where is Fog Lightning? Okay, there's a few mana points missing here. Oh,
Why didn't ReMinD buy any Potion of Healing? Were they on cooldown on the shop?
maybe he's out of gold, but no, he has 500.
Not sure, he bought himself 2 mana, 2 Clarity Potions. Oh, nicely done again. He bought the what's it called? Revelation? I don't know.
Ah, okay, of the laboratory.
Yeah, to finish off those archers. Nicely done there. And now I think he even has a supply advantage there, ReMinD, and plus a level 6 Demon Hunter. And I think in about 45 minutes or so, the cooldown of Chuck Norris, the Metamorphosis, should be back off, and then he can fight any way he wants.
Yes, and he has a destiny for his travel. It is, of course, the Tree of Life that he was so close of killing in like 15 minutes before or so, and now he can fulfill his destiny to win this game. But whoa, Fog Lightning once again, and there is level 5 now, 1 level advantage for ReMinD, and this all comes down to the next usage of Metamorphosis. Maybe there's not enough mana, but there is. Mana Burn was used on the Naga, I believe. And we saw huge amounts of archers before, like both players had 12 or 13 archers at the same time, but now it's down to 3 archers each, and it only comes down to, as I said before, the Demon Hunters.
Yeah, now ReMinD has to get his Demon Hunter back, but there goes the Metamorphosis again, and now focusing Moon's Demon Hunter, but the Naga has to be really careful, and there comes the Fog Lightning and finishes off the Demon Hunter for the very first time in that game, I think. And now those 2 archers of ReMinD are the one thing keeping in the game together with the Chuck Norris, and Moon has to run himself away with all those units, with all the supply. He still cannot take the fight against the Demon Hunter.
Yeah. Sole survivor this Demon Hunter is. Okay, the Naga is back as well. What a save this was with the staff again. We saw awesome staffings here today. And yeah, he's cleaning the floor, he's wiping the floor. And this might have been... Okay, these are 3. Okay, there are more archers. I thought there were the only ones left. But Moon is doing a doing a good job in killing time.
Oh, the Naga is staffing to the Tree of Ages, but ReMinD is already waiting there with the level 5 Naga and 2 archers, and now he knows that the game is over. He cannot get his way off that expansion, and would have lost his Naga as well. So this is the GG of a really tactical game, I believe, but nonetheless really nice after those 2 really action-packed games. We had that one tactical game, so a really nice round 3 matches that we saw this afternoon.
Maybe the best episode of the replays of the year 2007, because all 3 games were awesome.